Thanks, Hazel. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this history-making, record-breaking Crucible semi-final. It's been brilliant so far. 9 centuries, both players in uncharted territory, but there's only room for one in tomorrow's Betfred World Snooker Championship final. Great sporting drama is made for days like this. Please welcome a player producing the best snooker we've ever seen from him here at the Crucible. Back at the one-table setup for the first time in 23 years. He has been fantastic in this match so far. Can he turn around this deficit and produce a fairy tale finish and make it into the final for the very first time? Let's find out. He's the pride of Glasgow. He's Alan, the Angles, McManus. His opponent emerging for the most important session of snooker in his career so far. He is just 3 frames away from becoming the first Asian player ever to make a World Championship final. With 6 centuries already in this match, he is in the form of his life. Can he keep it going here on the sport's biggest stage? The hopes and expectations of a nation rest upon his shoulders. So enter the Chinese dragon, Junhui!
Very good afternoon, Hazel, and a very good afternoon to everyone. This really has been some semi-final.
Thank you. Cameras and phones away now, please. Frame 25, Alan McManus to break.
Needs a good break off. Does Alan, and it's not bad. You think, Stephen, looking for 3 of the first 4 frames, but he wants the first one, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think if he's got any chance of getting back into this match, I think 3 of the first 4 has got to be the minimum target for Alan. Although it will be interesting to see, once the winning line gets closer for Ding, how nervous he becomes, or if he becomes edgy, to get into his first final in the Crucible.
Yeah, it looked like he was only going to have a 2-frame advantage. He did well to win the last frame, but Alan has been up in the Champions Lounge, having to wait because of the last frame that lasted, well, the record last frame at the Crucible Theatre that was played, so he was very calm up in the lounge, just waiting for the call to get himself ready. Close. And I don't think the brown's going to cover the path through. Yeah, Alan McManus has played 130 frames, including the qualifiers, just before we came to the Crucible. I mean, Ding's played 119, Stephen, but they still look pretty fresh, don't they? Because mentally it does take it out of you.
Yeah, but I think the fact that both these players, they're playing so well, it doesn't take as much out of you. Alan's got a very positive shot on. He could pot this red and actually take the cue ball into the main bunch to try and stay for the black. I'd be surprised if he played that shot so early in a very important frame, but it is an opportunity to do that. Well, he has played that shot, but didn't play as much pace as I thought he might have. Very unlucky, though, to not be on the black.
Sure, that shot again, played with right hand side, spinning it over to the pack, and a little bit more pace, and he would have been perfect. And now he's in all sorts of trouble. May have to nominate the yellow here. So that'll be an early test for Angles McManus here. And of course he's got to hit the colour because it's an easy escape to hit the black, but he wouldn't want to do that. As we zoom in from the back of the Crucible.
Yellow ball.
It is the yellow he's nominated, so he's got to hit 1, 2, at least 3 cushions. There's first. Oh, Alan,
Foul and a miss.
that is so
Alan
unusual.
McManus, 1.
He
Junhui,
was
4.
nowhere near the angle he was looking for there. And look what he's done. He's put Ding right in amongst them here.
What a gift in this very important first frame.
1.
Yeah, that was a mile out, wasn't it, from where he needed to be. A slight kick there, but didn't seem to affect the path of the cue ball. Watch the cue ball jump here.
Nine. $14.
Yeah, Alan totally misjudged that. I was very surprised. He was looking for 3 cushions. And that's what he was looking for there, the line I've just put up. But then he got down. It was as if the ball checked and went straight into the red.
Yeah, he watched it. He was actually shaking his head before the cue ball even hit the red. He knew how badly it hit it straight away.
15.
The red, there's a red just at the bottom of the bunch. I don't know if that's also available to the left corner. Obviously the one closest to the black is. But there may be another one as well, which would make this positional shot a bit easier. There you see the red just at the edge of the bunch.
Well, if it doesn't go, it'll go after he removes this one. See, it's a little bit tight, the one Stephen mentioned, but there's a clear path through to it
23.
now. That's where he's looking to leave the cue ball a little bit low on the red so that he can pot the red and go into the bunch. Key couple of shots coming up. Purposely leaving an angle to pot this and disturb some more of the reds.
30.
And the blue, pink and black are available, so not a problem. Not the best kiss in the world. Played for the blue because he knew the cannon might have tied the pink up, which it did do.
If the yellow was on its spot, it would be easy to play for the red that's on the bulk line to the left corner, just stun off the cushion, but yellow may be blocking the path, playing that straightforward positional shot.
He's looking at the little bunch of reds there. They're all covering each other into the right corner. There's certainly one to the left of the pack that's available into the pocket there that Ding Junhui is leaning over. Well, he's missed the green, and he might not be on a red.
Ding Junhui, 31.
A little bit of tension in this opening frame. He doesn't miss many of those, Ding Junhui. And Alan's looking at rolling this red down the cushion to get nicely on the black. Very little to do with the cue ball. Just drop this in, the white will come out off the cushion and onto the black. Funny enough, I was chatting to Alan about the rest shots and how many he's potted with the rest, and it's an unbelievable. It's something like, I think he's missed 4 pots out of over 70 shots he's played with the rest. In fact, he's played 78 shots with the rest and missed 4. It's incredible.
Well, he's played the cannon on the red, but he's at the left-hand side of the red.
Touching ball.
Yeah, the red is in the extreme right of the bunch. He wants to cannon that full ball. He's just cannoned it on the left-hand side of it.
Yeah, it's all about fractions, this game of snooker.
McManus, 8.
I love that shot there as the camera zooms in from the back of the Crucible. Just shows you how big the table is. You know, people, when they come here for the first time, they can't believe the size of a snooker table. They're probably used to seeing pool tables, which are 6 foot by 3 foot. Snooker tables, 12 foot by 6. I'm still in feet and inches, Stephen. I'm not sure about you. He's been fairly lucky. He might be in trouble after the next shot, but once he missed the pot there, I thought he's going to leave Alan with an easy opener. Just caught the near jaw there, but didn't leave a pot on. But if Alan can get in behind the yellow here with the reds as they are, he could put Ding Junhui in all sorts of bother here. easy ball to land on, so Ding Junhui might have to look for a 2-cushion escape and glance off one of those reds. And if he doesn't get it right, he could put Alan McManus right in amongst it. Yeah, the pink's next to a red. It's not a plant there, as you can see. But even if you come off a cushion, there's a red blocking the path through to that. He's in a lot of bother here.
Yeah, you may see just a hit and hope shot here. Just play with the cue ball, a lot of pace.
Yeah, sometimes there's no other shot available, so you do hit it hard and hope for the best. He's back looking at that possible, if he was to knock one red, come off the side cushion, knock one red onto the pink, what would happen to that red? So, you know, when you've got a lead as well, he's got a 26-point lead, he'd be hoping, if he does just hit it as hard as he can, he'd be hoping to knock something safe or fluke one. Not very often you see a player in this much trouble. See, there's no red he can just land on and leave it safe. And I think the 2-cushion escape, he'd have to swerve around the yellow somewhat to get to that. Very rarely would you see Ding Junhui thinking this long, 2.5 minutes, thinking about the shot. There's one player from Malta, Tony Drago, finished a frame in just over 3 minutes. I would give it the old hit and hope for the best. We've seen the longest frame ever in the history of the Crucible. Not sure what the longest shot is, but this has been 3 minutes and 10 seconds and counting. Coming up to 3.5 minutes thinking time. Coming off this side of the table, he's trying to hit the red that's 3 from the pink, just glance off it.
I think he's got to play the hit and hope shot, Dennis. I think if he's going to play an exact shot, I think he's going to, as you say, stick Alan up in amongst all the balls. So just hope for the best, as you said. Maybe put something safe, maybe even fluke something.
Well, I think this is the longest I've ever known anyone to take over a shot. It's well over 4 minutes now.
Ronnie just going into the other semi-final all of a sudden.
Well, Ronnie made his maximum break in 5 minutes and 20 seconds. He made a maximum in 1997. I suppose the referee could say to Ding Junhui, right, listen, you've got to play something. Alan's quietly just sitting there. And we get a miss in the end. Or is he hitting the red? Well.
Well, fair play to him for trying to pick out an exact shot.
Thank you.
That was so difficult, but
Settle down, please.
I do think he should have just it down and just hit it as hard as he could. Now look at this situation for Alan McManus. What a chance now to take this first frame. Such an important frame for Alan McManus.
Needs 100% concentration now. He was sitting in his seat for quite a while there while Ding tried to get out of that difficult situation.
9.
Doesn't have to worry about any cannons. Even the two near the pink will clear each other if he gets that far. Just about okay. Didn't pot that in the center of the pocket.
16.
He's going to have to take the one into the right middle pocket and head up for blue or green. Oh, what a horrendous kick he's had there. And look
17.
what's happened. That is incredible. He's completely out of position. Have a look at this. I mean, that has ruined the shot completely, because he's running past the red, he's got the blue or the green, and all of a sudden he's not on anything.
Well, that really was horrendous luck. I mean, you can see what Alan thinks of the situation, but that really was no fault of his own.
Alan McManus, 17.
And he hasn't had a great safety. He's left it attempted for Ding Junhui.
Yeah, and that's unusual. It got to him there because he didn't really pay much attention to that safety shot. He just got down and stunned the cue ball. Here, watch this again. Look at this.
Although he's leading by 4 frames, Ding Junhui, he doesn't look totally relaxed out there. He looks a little bit edgy to me.
This is a decent chance, this red to the right corner, because if he stuns to the side for the black, all them 4 reds are blocking each other. Yeah, I was saying earlier, Dennis, about Ding, possibly he's never been in the final before. It'll be interesting to see how much pressure he's under this afternoon and get into that winning line.
Well, he's got another chance here.
One.
Alan shaking his head, still thinking about that horrendous contact he had when he had a clear run to the winning line in this frame. Played this well.
6.
Played into an area there where he was going to have a choice of 2 or 3 reds. He's got to be a little bit careful if he pots the one that's closest to the pink and red, because he's got to run through. He's looking at the other one into the left corner, a bit reluctant to have to play the cannon at this stage.
Seven.
not the best shot in the world. He overhit that one by quite a margin. He can still
14.
cut this in, but this is not the red he played on. That's good. Even though he's near the cushion, he's just got to drop the blue in, and there's a red available to the right corner, and he's already 24 in front. So just needs this red and a black to leave Alan needing a snooker. Pink or black
20.
would do.
$21.
He must have finished straight on the black. He's just checking the scoreboard. So black enough, as I mentioned, for Alan to need a snooker. But I don't think he can get on the red. He might have to play a snooker. Roll the white in behind the pink. He's had a good long look at the red. I'm not sure if it goes to the
28.
right middle pocket. It must be pretty tight. Just about. No, it wouldn't go, so he did play the snooker. He might have fluked this red. The red's in.
29.
But he had the snooker anyway.
Junhui 29.
Alan debating whether to come back to the table. He's coming to the table, but barring snookers, Dings took this opening frame. An exhibition shot from Angles McManus. He will concede the frame now. He holds his hand up.
Foul. Junhui 5. Frame concede.
Not Ding.
Yeah.
Well, he
Frame
had to
Junhui.
think Ding was going to. You don't usually concede, but Alan held his hand up, and Ding was quite happy to take the frame. It's a frame that Alan badly needed, but in the end, Ding took it, and he extends his lead to 15-10.
Thank you. Thank you. Frame 26. Junhui to break.
Yes, it's a tough ask, Hazel, but he's a tough Scot. And Ding, not the best break off. Straight away, chance for Alan to knock this red in, slip round the back of the black, finish on a bolt colour. Much too thick. I'll just hope that that last frame and that terrible contact hasn't knocked the stuffing out of Alan McManus.
Yeah, it might take him a few minutes to get that out of his mind properly. But Ding does not look the same Ding that's been the last couple of days in this match. And Alan's experienced enough to sense that his opponent will get under more pressure the closer to that winning line.
Yes, that comeback that Hazel was talking about there, Ken Doherty against Paul Hunter. It was on Snooker Classics, and I was recovering in the hotel, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and what a way to get rid of pain watching that match. It was incredible. What a comeback that was from Ken Doherty, and it was great to see the late Paul Hunter, who definitely would have been a world champion, 3 times a Masters champion, but that was a fantastic semi-final.
Well, that sure head, that black cushion made a thumping sound there. I think they got a massive bounce.
That's close to the corner pocket. I think the white's in. No, it's not. Good result, though. We haven't had a great deal of tactical play in this semi-final. I was expecting more of it, but the players have been winning frames with one chance. I mean, the record number of century breaks. 9 in this semi-final, 3 from Allen, 6 from Junhui. But the interesting stat is in the safety success department, believe it or not, it's Junhui who's, well, they've just gone level. He was just slightly ahead with Ding.
One. Junhui 1. Thank you, Alan.
Far too thin. He's going to give Junhui a chance here. On these very fast tables, if you catch it thin like that, you know the white's going to come in and out of the balk area. Black tied up. I'm not sure if the pink will be tied up if he pots this red and plays for the pink. We'll find out shortly.
Wow.
There's 3 reds there. The little triangular reds seem to be near the pink spot. But he's got an angle on the pink to possibly run through and maybe free up the spot. Now he's almost straight. couldn't do that, so we'll find out shortly. If the pink spot's available, no. So the highest available spot and only available spot is the green.
7.
Well, this really is a must-win frame for Alan McManus. First to 17 goes through to the final.
8.
Well, Ding Junhui certainly wasn't playing for the green, because when this is potted, it's going to take the pink out of commission. And again, this is not the best angle on the red to screw back for the blue. You want it to be dead straight, or even the cue ball 2 or 3 inches further over, so it could just stun up for the blue. So there's definitely tension in Ding Junhui this afternoon.
Has he screwed into the pocket? I think he has.
Foul.
There certainly is
Ding
tension.
Junhui 11.
Stephen,
Alan McManus 4.
I mean, that was very careless from Ding Junhui there.
Yeah, the careless one was the one before, the shot from green to red. He left himself a horrible angle on that red.
Yeah, I think he potted that red. I was just looking at it again. He potted it into the right side of the pocket. That's why the cue ball went in the middle. A shot to nothing here for Alan. You could do with knocking this in. Well played. Not on a pillar, but easy to roll to the pink, and he can play it with a little bit more pace because of the green there.
Pink ball.
A little bit of us. I thought he'd have played it like you said then, so a bit more pace to get the pink a little bit more in the open.
Got to hit at least 3 cushions here, if not 4. And even then he's not guaranteed to get it safe. If he lands on one of those reds, he can leave one to the left corner, but the black's tied up and the pink's way up the other end of the table, so might just be okay. So there's 1 cushion, 2 cushions, 3 cushions. Might be a possible pot to the left middle pocket. The white will be going towards the right middle pocket, but I think he can take this pot on, and will he play it in such a way that he can drop on the brown or yellow? That's a nice nudge on the green. But what it's done there, it's tied the pink up again. He's only got the blue to work with. So he needs 1 good positional shot here to get up in amongst the reds.
Yeah, if the cue ball was out just a little bit, he'd play the yellow, just cannon into the black. He might still play that shot. He'd love to get that black into the open. Played for the red, just to the left of those three. I don't know if he's come too far. I think he's still on it, is he?
Looking at that there, it's going on the right jaw. I mean, how has that dropped in?
Six.
You'd have to say any more pace, and that you would think it definitely wouldn't have been in that red.
7.
He can't play the cannon onto the black and red because of the red near the pink spot, so his intention will be blue, red off the pink spot, back for the blue, and then hopefully develop the black. Now, what has he done here?
$12.
No, surely he's not really run far enough to get this red to the right corner. No, that was a clumsy shot there from McManus. A couple of reds he could have been on. Still got this one to the right middle.
Alan McManus, 12.
Well, he may have got a bad contact, but the fault was the shot before. He knows he should have been on. A choice of 2 reds to the right corner. Didn't seem to jump so much, that one. He's getting frustrated out there, Alan McManus.
It's amazing. You wouldn't think that Ding Junhui had a 5-frame advantage because he's certainly not settled. It's a big day in these players' snooker lives, getting through to the first ever final. I mean, it's remarkable that Alan is here in the semi-final after 23 years. An incredible story. Ding Junhui, on the other hand, a couple of seasons ago, won 5 ranking events. There's so much pressure on this young man to lift a world title. It's such a following back in China.
He's not happy out there at the moment, Alan McManus, at all.
Yeah, they've gone a little awkward, these frames. He doesn't, although he's a very, very good tactician, he's been playing open matches throughout this year's World Championship. But as you said, Stephen, he must be sensing that Ding is getting anxious. The only good thing for Ding Junhui is that he's knocking them safe when he misses. He could quite easily have stuck that red up. I like that shot, as long as he covers the red. He's brought the black into play, but I think there's a path through to the red. So he took the chance to bring the black into play and just didn't get the cue ball quite where he wanted.
Yeah, just watching Alan's reactions to every shot, I think he just needs to calm down a little bit. I mean, it's easier said than done. The pressure out there is incredible, but he's not going to win this match unless he can keep a level head. Ding is missing a few balls, but he still looks in complete control of his emotions. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, he took a little longer on that and he played it beautifully. It really was well controlled, this. As I say, he gave himself plenty of time and judged the cannon to perfection there.
Eight. Nine.
Well, that's a shocker from Ding Junhui. I mean, it looks like he's possibly going to have a red to the left
14.
middle pocket. He's playing to come off the cushion for the red that's above the black to the left corner. Cue ball shouldn't have been anywhere near that red in the cushion. Very scrappy stuff at the moment.
Ding Junhui, 14.
He's going to get away with it again. The red he's missed, look where it's gone, right near the black. And Alan comes to the table shaking his head as if to say, well, you know, every time he misses, he's knocking them safe. But sometimes that's how the balls run. It's a big part of the game, Stephen. When you do miss, if you manage to get away with it, it doesn't half help.
Yeah, as Alan came to the table, he gave Ding a little sideways glance. As I said, he's not going to get anywhere in this match by bothering about things like that. I know it's hard, but you've just got to put it out of your mind. He's got to take encouragement for the fact that Ding looks, he's not playing well. He looks edgy.
But that's a poor safety shot from Alan, it has to be said. He hasn't even got the cue ball to the balk line. He's thrown the safety advantage straight to Ding Junhui here. Just watch where he puts the cue ball. And now Alan's in a spot of bother, simply because of the poor safety shot he played when he was last at the table. Got to be careful here. If he comes off the left side of the reds, as we look at it, the white is going towards the black and red, so he'll have to play a stun shot to avoid that. He's managed to get around the back of it. That's a better length with the cue ball. Well, this is a bit of a chance now for Alan McManus. Okay, there's a red Very awkward the right side of the table, but the other three are not too badly placed. It's a fairly comfortable starter for him. Too far for the blue, have to be the brown. Just means he's got a lot further to travel with the cue ball to drop on the next red. But there's a couple of easy reds he can drop on here.
Five.
Put the cue ball in an area there where you would have a choice of a red into the left corner or one into the left middle.
Yeah, I think this is the right one to play.
Six.
Very unusual frame in the semi-final with these two. The scores are only 30 to McManus, 26 to Junhui. We've seen such high scoring in this match. Might not see
14.
the big breaks in this session that we've been seeing because there's so much pressure on this last session.
Going to get more difficult now because you'd want to be on the black into the right corner, so you'd have to screw over to the left to give
21.
himself a chance of moving the difficult red. If he plays to leave the black into the left corner, he'd have to be so precise. Has he got the angle to screw back and move that difficult red? Not sure. I don't know whether he can screw. Well, might just be able to. It's a good effort. Oh, he's hit it too far. He's hit it a fraction too far.
29.
And now he's faced with a tough red up into the corner. But the green's out of commission at the moment, so he may take this on. He's 20 in front. Well played.
30.
Yeah, and very clever use of the knuckle in the middle pocket there to get back to the right side of the blue.
Yeah, the fact that that green was tied up with the pink give him that little bit more confidence with that tough red he took on, because he only needs the yellow now to leave Ding Junhui leading a snooker. He could have done with running through another few inches.
Very good safety.
Alan McManus, 37.
So that'll make Alan McManus feel a lot better. And you can see what that means.
Oh, I'll tell you what. He's getting fired up, is Alan. That tells you he's far from finished in this year's Betfred World Championship. He's coming into the table. He's got a little bit of fire in that Scottish belly. He's so unassuming. One of the nicest lads you could ever wish to meet. And to see him react like that. Just tells you what it means to him, Stephen.
Yeah, he's showing every single emotion out there today, isn't he?
Yeah, he could get this behind the brown. I mean, the balls are well placed for the snooker that Ding Junhui needs. You'd think the side cushion would be the easiest way to escape. You've got to be careful though.
Three.
It's a bit of a chance now to get in behind the black. The black is the best ball on the table at the moment to get snookers behind. That's not bad.
Ding Junhui, 3.
May have to swerve around this, but when he swerves around it, he'll be hitting the cushion first and back to the brown. Or is he going to try and get enough on it to hit the brown direct? Yeah, he's got plenty on it. Well played. In fact, he may have got the snooker back. And this crowd want to see a comeback. He's had so much support, Alan McManus, the way he played against his good friend John Higgins and the snooker he's produced. He's certainly got the support of the Crucible crowd. They're always a fair crowd. And there you can see the packed Crucible, a couple of seats here and there where people will be waiting for this evening session, but sold out well in advance. And he'd like to see the end of this brown here. This to make absolutely sure of this frame. Well, he didn't get anywhere near it. And you always feel it, as long as your opponent needs 2 frames to get over the line, you always feel you've got a chance.
Thank you.
Been very quick frames in this semi-final. A couple of frames just went over the 30-minute mark. That's the average frame time there, just over 18 minutes. In fact, Ding tried to pot the brown there and then try and get the snooker from the blue. way of saying, well, you know, pot the blue if you want, because the more colours that disappear, the more difficult it is to get snookers. See, you want a colour somewhere near a cushion rather than out in open play. It's so difficult to get in behind. As I said, the black's okay being on its spot, but the blue in the middle of the table and the pink near the green spot, they're not ideally placed.
Four.
Possibility, believe it or not, of getting up behind the black, but the blue will be going back across the table towards the left corner pocket. He's, well, I thought it was going near the pocket. I didn't think it was going to drop in the pocket, and now he's only got one colour to snooker behind. Needs to miss the middle pocket on the left side of the table if he's to get up behind the black. It's not a bad effort, this, but he's going to finish the wrong side of the black.
Junhui 9.
In or over is the order of the day when there's just the two balls left. You have to pot it or leave it over the pocket. I think you can avoid potting it and maybe have a chance of getting up behind the black. Oh, this is close. This is close. If it keeps running. What a shot from Ding Junhui.
Yeah, shot of the session so far. By a long distance. That was excellent.
Well, he can go either side of the table. He's going the right side. He's missed it. And he doesn't want the white to go in the pocket. Doesn't want the cue ball in the pocket. Okay, the pink's not on. But it gives Ding a clear advantage to play a telling safety shot, and all of a sudden Ding has just gone favourite for this frame. It is the longest frame of the match, just coming up, well, 35 minutes and counting. Is he trying to get round behind the black again?
Is there a chance Alan could pot this pink into the green pocket if he's playing the cross double? Oh, he's playing the other way. It's a strange shot Ding played this. I know he's trying to get in behind the black, but why not put the cue ball in the green spot and just send the pink down behind the black? It was a much easier shot.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think Ding Junhui played the wrong shot totally on the pink. If he keeps the white tight on the cushion, sends the pink round this end, he would have had Alan in all sorts of trouble. Didn't really need the snooker, but he can see this from behind. He can hit the cushion first and maybe get a snooker behind the black. Well, this is a half chance for Alan McManus. Just got to be careful with the cue ball. It'll be heading towards the right middle pocket if he takes the pot on. This is tough.
So glad to see that cue ball go tight on the cushion. If it's 2 inches off the cushion, Ding could play this pink with topspin back up for the black. No, I don't think he'll take the pot on. But this is tough to play safe. Every chance of getting a double kiss.
Yeah, he was thinking of thin off the left side of the pink and just taking it off side cushion onto that bulk cushion. White back up the table. And that's what he's played, and he's played it well.
Since he's needed a snooker, his safety play's been excellent during this frame. He really has.
And that is a little beauty that Alan McManus has played there. There's no easy safety shot for Ding Junhui here. You can only just double this onto the cushion and it'll give the advantage to Alan. That's all he could do. So one good telling shot here, and Alan could certainly gain the advantage.
This would be handy for Alan if he could knock the black a bit safer. Just means if Ding has a chance of a long pot, maybe if the pink's in the bulk end of the table, it's so much more difficult to get position in the black now.
There's some very good tactical play being played here. And what a frame. Alan McManus badly needs this to stay in this year's Betfred World Championship. It has to be said. 16-10, very little chance.
Is he playing a double? No. He was looking long and hard on that tennis, I know. Surely not, but is there a chance for Ding to get in behind the black here?
There is a chance, but he'd have to be very precise if he's to screw in behind it, and he'll not be absolutely certain. He'd be hoping to leave the pink near the baulk cushion, but to judge this screw shot and get in behind the black is so difficult.
Yeah, to get the cue ball in behind the black, the pink is going to, I think, end up in the middle of the table, so has to get the snooker. Now you see the pink's running free. He hasn't got the snooker.
Thank you.
So difficult to judge that shot, but I'll tell you what, he'll settle for this. And Alan McManus hasn't got an easy safety shot. The pink is just off straight. He throws his chalk up in the Crucible, and he's more or less saying, I might have to take this on. There is a safety shot, but that's just as difficult. That's what you call a containing safety shot.
And just try to put the pink in behind the black here. You won't be concentrating on getting the cue ball too safe. Just make sure the pink is safe.
Looks like it's going to be a day of the long frames here at the Crucible. Surely he wasn't thinking of taking on the back double there. I think he might be, you know. No, change of plan. And this is a terrific shot. If the pink keeps going.
really was an excellent shot. I mean, I don't know why I had to take the risk of playing such a good safety shot, because I'd be just making sure and getting the pink safe, but that was well thought out.
I'm just wondering, his priority here is to keep the pink safe, but there is an angle to get up towards the black here. And even if he didn't get a snooker, if he could move the black into a more favourable position, wouldn't be a bad choice, but he's got to keep that pink safe. And he has played to bring the black into play. I like this shot. Oh, not quite. But that was his intention there.
Yeah, he's played some very clever shots. Junhui at the end of this frame.
Oh, he's hit it too hard, has he? No. He's just okay. Well, we've had nearly 11 minutes play on this pink, and there's been some terrific safety shots played in this very key frame. And there's another good one. He's got to somehow chip that pink onto the right side cushion. And he hasn't played it as well this time. It's a half chance, and Junhui can drop on the black. So after 12 minutes, it's down to this long pot.
Well, what an important shot. And the fact he's getting the cue ball cleaned means I think he's going to play this just dead weight, just to drop the pink in for the black with topspin. He's normally very good at this shot. Just missed the double kiss to leave the pink on.
Once he missed the pink, I'm sure he felt he was going to stick it up, but advantage now back to Alan McManus. Can he screw in behind the black as we show you this attempt? If this goes in, he would have been perfect on the black, but that little flick there, oh, it's tense out there.
This one's much easier for Alan because the cue ball is so close to the pink. He can get the pink safe and get the cue ball in behind the black, no problem. Be very surprised if he didn't get this shot. Oh, he's decelerated there. He's just quit on the shot there, hasn't he, Dennis?
Thank you.
It's just tension, just pure tension there, because he hasn't got the pink anywhere near where he intended. Look at the shot that Ding's faced with.
Well, if he can pot this pink and get back down to the black, it's a shot at the championship for me.
Well, he's got the thin snick off the pink on the left side and just send it over onto the ball cushion. He's debating it, and maybe that's what he's going to play, the little thin one. But if he takes the pot on, as you say, Stephen, shot at the championship, but I don't think he's taking it. He's played the up and down shot. That's just as good, as long as it keeps running. Now this is, well, Alan hasn't even looked at it. It's a thin one. He only needs the pink. I think his intentions is just to push the pink safe and once again try and get the snooker, but he's played it well. He's played it very well.
Great shot.
And it's a must hit, because if he misses the pink, he'll need a snooker. Well, that's knocked the black safer, and I think he can cue at this. He's not hampered with the black. So Alan McManus, after some nearly 50 minutes of this tense frame, has got a chance. It's there. What a frame, and what a battling Scot. Alan McManus needed that frame, and after 50 minutes he took it, and the crowd are right behind him. He's not finished just yet, but it's now 15-11 to Ding Junhui.
Thank you. Frame 27. Alan McManus to break.
Thank you, Hazel. Yeah. For those viewers who have switched over, you haven't missed anything. Now, will Alan be tempted? Things come up short with his safety shot. This is a half chance. Great cueing there from Alan. It's a type of shot he's been knocking in throughout this year's Betfred World Championship. He really has been a revelation here. After 23 years, he's in the semi-final. Amazing. Something slightly disturbed him because he got up. Maybe there was something
McManus
just in his
won.
line of sight. He got up and then got back down again. Did all the right things, but after the cracking long red, just overcut the black. And that's a good shot from Junhui. An early chance if he can get into the bunch here. And he's got a good angle as Alan just shakes his head and has a little chat to himself. He knows if Ding plays this shot correctly, he can open up quite a few reds. Plenty of pace. And that'll do nicely, unless I think he's okay. The red come off the cushion. I thought it was going to cover things.
8.
Yeah, you can always tell with Ding that if he's on the next shot because he gets the cue ball cleaned. He wouldn't be doing that if he was going to play a safety. That was a good shot from Ding Junhui into the pipe. Had to hit that left-hand side of the bunch as we looked at it.
Nine.
So no breaks today so far from Ding Junhui. Is this when he's going to step up a gear and win a frame in one visit?
And as you well know, Stephen, you've done it so many times.
40.
You want to win this semi-final as quickly as possible, and then watch the two other gladiators battle it out. That's going to be a tough semi-final between Mark Selby and Marco Fu, and Ding can relax this evening if he wins the match, that is.
15. $21. $22.
There's lots of left-hand side, check side in the cue ball to square up the angle here when it comes off the cushion. Wants to avoid this red going back up, and he's not. He wanted to miss that, to play for the red to the right of the pack, to the right corner.
27.
So he's just, today he's just not a complete control of that cue ball at all.
Might be worth taking this one on because he won't leave anything, only the red he'll have a go at. You'd think he'd take it up into the left corner pocket and just maybe run through for the blue. He could screw back if he wants. The pink might be available also. That looks good to me. Right in the center of the pocket.
28.
Seems to have got his focus back.
Yes, I think it's been a feature of Ding's play in this World Championship. Whenever he's had something go wrong or lost a frame he shouldn't have, he's come right back in the next frame, more often than not, with a break. And that's a great sign.
$34.
Well, he's stuck on that red. That's, and he's just looking to see if that red would go there. It's so difficult. I mean, we're at this side of it, he's at the other side of it. He can play up for the blue. I mean, he's away a couple of shots ahead, but He'd love to take that one. So it's the outside one he's playing to cut in. Terrific.
35.
I say terrific, not only for the pot, but what he did with the cue ball. Coming up a little bit short. He didn't want to risk
37.
snookering himself with the pink. Not only the cut was very thin, but the pace he played it at. He found the gap between the yellow and the brown, and he played that one to perfection. Another tricky little shot to negotiate here. That's
Thank you.
just about perfect. It's going past
38.
the line. Well, I say just about perfect. He's got a slight angle, as we show you there. He's the correct side of that blue line, but he may have to come off the side cushion with topspin because they all look to be covering each other. If those two were a plant, he'd be okay. Let's see how he cues this. Topspin to get into the reds. There might be one available here. Is the plant on? Must be. That's a bone. That is a bonus.
43.
Dead set plant.
Yeah, you can screw the cue ball off the other 5 reds as well. This could turn out to be the frame winning shot if this turns out right. Screw back for either pink to the same pocket or up for the blue.
I'll tell you what, that jumped. He got a tremendous kick there, but it didn't affect the plant, but might be able to show you that. Just have a look at the red here. The first red, well, tried to jump over the other one. That's how bad a contact that was. But everything's okay.
Yeah, you have to say now the way the
50.
balls are situated, odds on a 7th century of the match.
51.
It really has been savage scoring by Ding Junhui. Very impressive the way he's come out in this frame, Dennis, after that last frame. Obviously not a frame he's expected to pinch because he needed a snooker, but he got himself back into it and he would be really disappointed
59.
to lose it. But great attitude, great focus coming back out in this frame.
Sign of a true champion, that is, that's for sure.
I think you'd have to give Terry Griffiths a huge amount of credit for this, because a couple of times in this tournament there was a time in the first round Ding Junhui lost a frame where his opponent needed 2 or 3 snookers to go 8-6 down, first to 10, and he came out and won 4 frames in a row. I'm hugely impressed by that. So maybe Terry's just helping him mature as a player.
$73. 74.
Every chance that Ding Junhui can make his 7th century in this match. That
81.
would be the most by any player in a match at the Crucible. The record number of centuries was
82.
16, and that was achieved by the gentleman sitting next to me. Stephen Hendry did that, and he didn't know he'd held that record. John Higgins has had 14.
'88.
Yeah, if he
89.
keeps going like this and gets to the final and plays the same way, there's every chance he could beat that in 2 matches.
Well, as you said, Stephen, this is so
96.
impressive. After almost a 50-minute frame, all the tactical play, and he's come
98.
out, he's got one chance, and he's taken it in style, it has to be said. Another superb century break
101.
from this Chinese sensation. One more frame to be played
105.
before the mid-session interval. If Ding Junhui takes it, he's in the final.
110. $116.
Absolutely superb. He only needed one chance, and didn't he take it? He won the frame with another magnificent century break, and now he's just one frame away from a place in his first ever final at the Crucible. 16-11.
Thank you. Settle down, please. Thank you. Frame 28. Ding Junhui to break. Thank you.
Yes, it is some record, Hazel. I suppose he would give up that record for a place in his first ever Crucible final, but records are there to be broken. And Stephen Hendry next to me held most of those. Ronnie O'Sullivan has broken a lot of them, but Ding has got his own little bit of history now. And meanwhile, Alan McManus needs this frame to take us to a mid-session interval and keep the fairy tale alive. Wow, what a pot that was. Now, will he take the green on? Almost in the jaws of the pocket.
Yeah, I think the red is just to the right of the black. If that went to the left corner, it looks like he is still taking the green on. He'd love to be playing on that one. Not guaranteed to be nice on a red here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we could do without that. Some individual
4.
shouting out. That
Don't call out when I play it at the table. Thank you.
won't help Ding Junhui.
Five.
I mean, the green was a tough shot, and he only had that red to play on, Stephen. As you said, the black wasn't available. But he's thinking so positive now. He thought, if I can get on one red, at least I can get down to the blue, because the pink and black are out of commission, and he's got a half chance, but they're difficult at the moment.
Yeah, came around to see the angle here once in this red, just to cushion first to flick that red away from the right of the black.
Sure.
Be
10.
on the right hand side, one of these reds. one closest to the black. It looks virtually a natural angle.
Well, this was Alan earlier, really showing determination and grit, but will he get another chance?
Just would have rather kissed that red just a little bit further to the right hand side. He's finished very close to this black. He'll be going into the bunch. That's a blind pocket. Yeah, it was well controlled. It really was. He just plays all the right shots when he's in the balls.
18.
I mean, that last shot has brought 3 or 4 reds into play, and he only went gently into the pack. You don't always have to smash into them, and Ding Junhui proved that there. He's looking for that magic number of 69. That will take him through into the first ever final.
$19.
He just had to pinch that a little bit of the pocket there to keep the cue ball in control. If he'd potted the pink in the middle of the pocket, he could have snookered himself. Alan's thinking, am I going to get another shot in this World Championship?
I'll tell you what, that's a tricky little spotting of the pink there for Olivier Marteel. He's got to get it directly behind the spot.
Thank you.
In a straight line.
25. $26.
Lovely little shot there, lots of right hand side.
33.
Off the cushion to leave us red into the right centre.
$34.
I think the 2 reds to the right of the bunch are both available to the left corner pocket. Just a touch of left hand side off the cushion to play for those. He has got an angle to go into the bunch if he chooses. It's a big target. Oh, just didn't get enough side in the cue ball. That will annoy him. He'd be thinking that was a chance to wrap up this match, Dennis.
Yeah, just the pace. He got the side on it because he didn't hit it hard enough. The side sort of disappeared slightly and he just caught the red there. So he'll have to wait for another chance. He's got a nice 41-point advantage. But had he had dropped on those 2 reds, he had a chance to clinch this semi-final. Can he pot this? He might be able to. No. The white's close, but it's going to hit the same jaw that the red did.
41.
Well, getting to the stage now as we show you this attempted pot. Getting to the stage for Alan McManus where he can't really make another mistake. long way off the pot, and the brown might come to his rescue. I think it has. That red definitely won't pass the brown, and I don't think there's one available into the right corner. This is a tricky little cutback into the left corner he's looking at. Looks good. He's so close to his first ever World Championship final. Well, this is a big shot he's taking on. Pot the blue, cannon the two reds to the right there of the little bunch. It's 47 ahead.
6.
This one along the cushion. He'd have to punch it in to get out on the black. If he pots the red and he gets on the black, you'd have to say he's in the final. Alan knows that this could be the last throw of the dice.
So close to being an incredible shot. Terrific pot. And just need to find that gap. I think he thought when the red went in, he was going to be on the black.
This is a thin cut he's looking at. Oh, has he got away with it? Has he left a possible chance for
Junhui,
Alan
7.
McManus? He has. Well, he has been unbelievable throughout this year's Betfred World Championship. Is there anything left in the tank from this very likeable Scot?
I think he's got to go into the bunch of 5 reds here, so we'll see how his luck is. It's not good. That's incredible.
It's amazing. You could stand there and play that shot another 10 times, and 9 out of 10 you would finish in amongst the reds. Let's just see.
He could have just done with getting a bit closer down, couldn't he, hitting the red in the middle of the 5, Dennis?
Yeah, it was as if he got just a little trace of right-hand side. And now he's faced with a very tough cut into the right corner. And he's having to use it with the extension on his cue and the rest.
Well, Ding will know if this red's in before Alan, because he's right behind this shot.
He's doing a lot of sighing out there, trying to stretch across the table. Just surveying the scene on how the remaining balls are sitting. They're all good, with the exception of the one near the cushion, which is a little bit of insurance for Ding Junhui. But more importantly, from Alan McManus, he's got a tough shot that he's faced with here. No, a long way out.
Thank you. Alan McManus, 8.
And I think this red cuts is that Alan McManus's last shot in this year's championship. Because if this red cuts, you would think he's bound to finish on a balk colour. I don't think he'll cannon the red that's near the cushion, but even if he did, it wouldn't matter. It's all about the pot here. Well, where's that cue ball going to finish? It looks pretty good to me.
1.
So one good positional shot here. Cue ball in between green and brown with a touch of right hand side. To come off baulk cushion, right hand side, side cushion for red to the left corner.
Six.
Don't know if it can just drop this red in and miss the cannon on the red to the right of it, just to come off the cushion for the black to the same pocket. And you see his point is cue. If he does catch that other red, he won't be on the black.
Oh, he urged that into the pocket, and now that that has dropped, that looks as if Ding Junhui is in his first ever final. What a bonus to pop the 2 reds, Stephen.
Yeah, that was just a natural reaction. I don't think he meant anything bad by that, doing it over his hand. He was just so delighted and desperate to get over the winning line.
But listen, Alan McManus
16.
has been a sensation in this year's World Championship. He really has. It's all over for the Scot now, but to get back to the one-table situation and a semi-final for the first time in 23 years was unbelievable. And some of the snooker he's played here, it's great to see the 45-year-old back. It's a great feeling now as you walk around the table and you know you're in your first ever World Championship final. And who's
19.
to say he's not going to be the first Chinese player to lift that trophy? He's given himself a terrific chance this year. Doesn't matter about the red.
Junhui, 19.
Alan's thinking about it. He's put the cue down. He's coming forward, and he congratulates Ding Junhui, a record-breaking 7 centuries from the Chinese sensation, and he gets himself into his first ever final. A standing ovation from the Crucible crowd, acknowledged by Ding Junhui, and in the end it was quite comfortable. He takes the semi-final 17 frames to 11.